Walters. How you doing, man?
I'm doing fine.
You guys didn't get the bye. I'm not surprised.
Nah.
I know. I was kind of thinking they deserved it too, but
Well, we fought for that and lobbied for that, but you know, it is what it is, and I would like to have had a bye and we'd have had a shot at it because I know the history of that situation. But you know, you got to beat everybody to win. So if it's our fate, it'll work out.
the plus is you're at home.
Being at home in Kona is a big deal because of our community. Those guys are awesome. They're all, you know, we had more fans in Kamehameha in our playoff game.
Yeah, then they had fans.
They had a lot of fans.
You guys outnumbered their fans.
We outnumbered their fans.
Yeah.
It was their homecoming, their first ever, and I feel bad that we spoiled it.
Yeah. Lahaina Luna got the second seed.
Yeah.
I think when they beat Baldwin earlier in the year,
Yes.
even with Baldwin's best players out, that might have played into it. But I think like what I told you guys before is the seeding committees, they might not even see games anymore. They're older guys. They go on history, which is a valid part of the equation.
It is. Had we had beaten Lahaina Luna last year, we would have probably been seeded to this.
Yeah.
We might have been seeded to this year. But because we lost to them last year, the history is on their side. I also think the Maui athletic director lobbies better than the Big Island athletic director.
Oh, you mean the executive director?
Executive director.
Yeah.
And I think some of that has to do with, you know, we have a man that's very fair and very kind guy. And, I don't see him lobbying too much for that and fighting for positions, but you know, when he hears history's on their side, he accepts it, and maybe rightfully so. I don't know.
Yeah, but one more home game doesn't hurt the gate,
Great,
the revenue.
because we're going to do the concessions, so football needs the money.
Ticket sales go to the HSA.
Yes, but but the concessions.
Yeah, so that's
our parents do the concessions.
I know the average concession stand will make like at least $1,000, maybe up to $3 or $4,000. So
4 to 5.
Yeah, so they're hungry people. It's the end of the day. They're not gonna go drive all the way to town.
No.
Well, McDonald's in Kealakekua is like 5-minute drive.
Yeah,
so
true. But I mean,
unless they stop by there and get 10 McDoubles, they're gonna come to the game and just.
Yeah, they're gonna, and we have the lunch plate, the full meal deal at the game. So, and we have great food.
Yeah, everybody's healthy. John Kamoku had a big game on Friday.
John had a big game. Before that game, I said, John, we might have to ride on your back because they've got some great athletes at Kamehameha, and they're going to go after our pass. They did go after it. Other people have gone after it. They have two ways of going after a pass. One, you can blitz the heck out of us. I'm okay with that. We can accommodate that. But when they start putting a cover 2 and a cover 3 over the top of man, because they know we passed, then that gives us difficulty. So it was like, John, can you step up? It was difficult for him to do that because he's not a big kid, but he stepped up and did what he had to do. And so did the O-line. It was very pleasant.
Yeah, because you can only throw so many screens. You just hand it to him, find a gap, get your 6 yards.
You got to give it to him.
He ended up with 200 yards on like 20 carries.
Yeah.
So that's a career high. Because most of his games have been like 8 carries, 5 touchdowns, 10 carries, 3 touchdowns, some crazy ratio.
But I had to go to him.
Yeah.
Because they were playing they had cover 3 over the top. I mean, they put a bunch of resources.
Where did they put Kagawa?
Right dead on Dominic Morris. Bumped him. Just grabbed him. I don't even want to use this word bump. I'm talking about grabbed his jersey and held on. And worked for him.
Yeah.
I couldn't get the call. I tried. I could not get the call.
Wow.
Because they would grab it. They were grabbing our receiver.
So the East Side referees working that game.
I was pleading with those guys.
Nanakuli, what do you know about them?
I don't know a whole lot about them.
But you've seen them.
I've seen them, And they looked to me like a very good team. I think they should have won the game they played.
Yeah, they were in position.
They were in position to win it. And as fate might have it, I might have been better off playing the other team.
Radford
might have been a better team for me.
Because they throw the ball. You guys are used to practicing against that.
Exactly.
Nanakuli runs the option.
Everybody over there throws the ball, except for Division 1. They run the ball. In Division 2, everybody throws the ball. So, we now face a team that pretty good balance, but that Megatron those two 6'4" guys are going to give us some headaches.
Yeah.
But
when's the last time you guys faced the option?
the option is something that we've seen a lot of.
Really?
We're okay against the option. We don't mind the option.
Who else runs it?
What's that?
Who else runs it in the BIF?
Kamehameha has run
Oh,
it.
really?
And HBA has run it at us. So we've seen a fair amount of that.
HPA is running the option.
Yeah, they've run the option.
I'm still stuck in the 90s.
Yeah, they run some, and they got a real good quarterback. He's only a sophomore.
Okay, so you guys are going. It's not going to be it's not going to be a shock.
No, there's no
situation.
shock. The thing that troubles me is their quarterback can run, and their tailback, number 11.
Yeah,
I don't know his name.
Khaleesi, yeah.
Khaleesi. That kid is the real deal, you know. I
Yeah,
mean,
he has
I know
long strides. I mean, he picks up yardage quick.
He's fast. He's shifty. He troubles me. He troubles me.
I'm sure they're telling him, you know what, 2 hands on everything, and that's gonna. It's hard to change the way you run in 1 week.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
He is a straight up and down runner, but he's also very shifty, and it troubles me. The only runs that come against me are usually like Lum and the big kid from Kamehameha, and they run right at your power. When they want to run the ball, they run power. These guys, this kid is slippery, and they got a good little fullback in front of him. That kid blocks well. I mean, I think we have some headaches coming because we're so used to stopping the pass.
You know, if you run the risk of getting too many 3 and outs early and losing momentum, is that when you're gonna say, you know what, let's hand the ball to John a couple times, let's get some momentum, or are you gonna stick to, you know what, we don't throw the ball?
2 weeks ago, I'd have said to you, yeah, we got to throw the ball. Now, I'm kind of waffling back and forth. But what happened to Kamehameha is that they committed so much resources to stopping the run. You know what I mean? To stopping the pass. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
So they manned up, and then they put 2 free safeties over the top of that. Well, they invite the run. You know, they said, go ahead and try running that. They got 2 stud ends, but I managed to
they
block.
got 3 down linemen?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I managed to block those stud ends, but their linebackers, I didn't think were that strong. So once we found out that was where they're going to allocate their resources, I went to the run.
Yeah. If you don't have linebackers who can run cross country against your kind of offense, then they're going to get tired eventually.
Yeah. Right. And
Going left to right, deep,
their
short.
DNs got tired.
Yeah,
They're big guys. They got tired.
Is Ali, is he strictly pocket, or is he? Because if he starts running too now and then that's unstoppable.
You know, he wants to scramble out there and throw the ball. You know, I think watching the kid from Iolani.
Oh, Foy.
Foy ruined him, and he thinks.
Poison.
I think sometimes he wants to be a Foy. Foy's a 1 in a million type kid with the feet, you know. But I'd like to keep him in the pocket more.
Yeah.
And we do a good job picking up the blitz. That's one thing we do. And
so give me some kids who are overlooked, some linemen, O linemen or D linemen, kids who don't, don't get stats.
The best, I think probably the best of the best right now, I've got Shane Boho, and I have Kavika, Coley, very good.
What position?
He's a D tackle.
And the other one is?
Shane is a DN.
Okay.
Shane has great speed. Leamana Grace, another great DN that's really played 2 years for us and very strong. But the thing that anchors our defense right now is Mikey Rabara. Very good linebacker, very good leader, plays tough. You know, Evan Yamaguchi is another kid that's very strong for us, number 40. Great linebacker. But the kid that'll steal your heart right away is little sophomore Bubba Ellis. And Bubba Ellis has a family history.
Yeah. So he's related to BJ and those guys.
All those guys. And this kid he's as tough as nails.
Yeah, because BJ, I remember him being player of the year in '91 or so.
Yeah. Well, Bubba will be there someday too. He's only a sophomore, but he plays like a senior. Bubba's a guy to watch.
Have you guys been able to transition with Denise getting hurt early in the year?
With who?
Denise?
No, I never have found anyone to replace him.
Because he was kind of a rover guy, right? He's a DB, but he made plays, right?
He makes plays for you. He'd come in, when I send him outside and put him in there, he'd make plays for you. Tough kid. And quick. Defensively, he was a great player for us. It's a big loss. That's a big loss for us.
Every team's got some of that, so nobody's gonna feel sorry, but it's. I think everybody can feel for each other in this situation.
It's whoever you have out there playing at the moment, they have to do the best they can. But we have some tools, as you well know, and we hope to be able to use them. And we'll have to have a great game out of everybody.
So hopefully, everybody's full strength.
We're going to have to move Dominic around. The problem, I think, we've left him out on an island too long. And when you get a kid like Kagawa, it really does. They grab him and push him. He's not a big kid, but if he gets loose, he's great. He's a great player.
There's about 5 guys who average over 20 yards a catch.
Yeah.
So I know it's D2, but the guys who do that,
doesn't matter.
They're gonna break. They get a short pass, they can break it. A lot of the guys this year, for whatever reason, they're not breakaway guys. They have good hands. Can't break it. So he's one of the guys.
He won't break it. And once he breaks it on you, he's right around the 4 or 5 speed. So he's going to get you there.
They get the ball in the red zone. They can't move it on the ground. Then they lob it or they alley-oop it to their Megatron kids.
Yeah.
What do you do? How do you do?
You got to play them front and back. You have to. You got to have someone coming over the top in front of them, because I noticed everybody that played them, they played them behind.
Yeah.
And they shield them with that body. I mean, they got a big body, 6'4". It's like a post.
Yeah.
They just go in the end zone and post up, and you're.
So you don't change personnel or anything like that?
Nah, because I'd probably go with Keenan out there. Keenan's a basketball player, and he's 5'11".
He jump.
So it's nice to have a 5'11" versus 6'4", instead of what I would normally have, which would be a Chase Takaki, which is 5'7".
Yeah.
So I'm going to try to get a little bit taller player out there. And Keenan's game, he's got a little bit of a vertical, so he might be able to jump against him. But you got to play him front and back.
Yeah.
You're no good for me, baby, you're no